9:30.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our amazing guests. Welcome to Ramadan Bootcamp, given to you or presented to you by Toast of Comsoville Toastmasters Club. This program,
Good evening.
thank you. This program intending to help each one of us to prepare a speech from the moment of selecting a topic up to the moment they stand on the stage and delivering it. As you saw in the program and the schedule that we published, we are covering a lot of topics, and today we'll cover two main topics. First of all is the selecting your topic for the speech, and the second one, how to organize your speech. And the second will be given by distinguished Toastmaster Cecile Layanos. So this bootcamp is intending, and the goal of it, as I said, to help you in preparing a speech. And by the end of the bootcamp, we expect you to deliver the speech that you were preparing through the bootcamp. So interactivity here is important. So we want from you to have a paper and a pen, because we will work together through this session. And I'm glad to tell you that even in our team, in the bootcamp team, that the marketing chair of bootcamp is DTM Cecile, which is the VPPR of Toast of Comsoville Club, and the bootcamp secretary is Toastmaster Shankar, who will help in tracking the audience presence, participation, so we can, hopefully by end of the bootcamp, we will give certificates of participation in Ramadan Bootcamp. So the first session is selecting your topic. And of course, when I joined actually Toastmasters, long time ago, my main challenge was in what will be the topic that I should speak about. Just be sure that you are seeing the screen. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So my main issue was, what is the topic that I will speak about? They are asking me to deliver a speech about myself, but what should I say about myself? And that was the easy part. The hard part when it comes to the second speech and the third speech, they are not telling me to speak about myself. They are saying, speak, write a topic, or choose a topic and write about it and deliver it. Just put some body language there. So just put some voice modulation there. But what should I speak about? Some Toastmasters, what they do, they speak about body language itself, or they speak about voice modulation, which is the project, the objectives of the project, which is wrong. The main objective is, yes, to use the voice modulation and the body language, but in a story that you are saying, or in a speech, that there is a topic, specific topic that you're talking about, not the project itself. So that made me try my best to find the techniques in how to select my topic. Now, the topics can vary from all over the life around you, from your career, from your readings, from your knowledge, from your personal stories. So there are, like, to summarize it, there are like two main resources for getting your topic or selecting your topic. The first one, the personal experience. Now, you may notice actually, when the time that you speak about yourself, it's the time that you speak with passion, with energy, speaking from your heart. It will come only when you speak about yourself, about a personal story. But if you speak about another country economical issue, you will not speak with that much energy. Like if you're speaking about how do you suffer from Riyadh's traffic jam, for example. So here, the first resource, which is the most powerful resource, is your personal experience. And let us go deep there. And while I'm talking, I need you also to think about it and write. What could you speak about in your coming speech from the points that we will talk about today? First of all, the interests. What do you like to do? You can answer, by the way, through writing on your paper, or if you want to write it in the chat, it will be great also.
DTM Summer, are you sharing your screen or no?
Yes.
Because I cannot find it.
Can you see it? Can other people see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I can see.
Yes, we saw it.
So it's only me. I have an issue.
You have an issue.
Don't worry.
Okay, so we were saying about the interests. Do you have a sport that you like to play, to practice? You can speak about it. What about the hobbies? If you like reading, if you like to draw, these things you can speak about. What other interests that you can share with us? You can open your mic and say, like, do you like traveling? Or you can share your values in your life and reflect it with stories that emphasize these values that you believe in.
Eating.
Eating is one of your interests, and actually eating is one of the successful topics to speak about. Why? It's a common topic. No one doesn't eat. Yeah, maybe someone like Hans and me, we like eating a lot. Maybe someone else like Toastmaster Rafakat. As when you see him, you will notice that he doesn't eat a lot. So, but he's still eating. So still the eating is a common topic. Yeah, it's my interest, but still it's connecting with the people. And one of the very successful topics you choose when it have a common factor or a common share, common interest with the other people. Okay, that's for interest. Did you write anything? Please, if you have, just write it. Don't say it in mic if you don't like. Just write it, because maybe this, what you're writing now, will be a bank of topics that you will speak about, not only for this speech that we are intending to have, but in the future also of your speeches. So we said interests can be sports, hobbies, travel, your values, goals, practices, daily practices like eating. The second one, your career. Did you ever talk in your Toastmasters club about your profession? Give us a brief about what do you do and how we can, non-professional from the other perspective, how we can understand your work. In one of my speeches, I delivered like a speech about green building, green architecture. And it was very interesting to share something that I know and I live it every day, and I am passionate about it with the club members. I also saw a lot of speeches which actually they were so informative and inspiring. When the speaker speaks about their retirement plan and what are they planning to do after they leave Saudi Arabia or after they get retired. So it's a topic that we learn from it, planning, we learn from it, goals, setting goals and planning from it from now and working on it. So this is a topic that within the career domain, we can say. Okay, you can speak about investments if you are investing in stocks or in gold and whatever. Give us some tips and tricks how we can do investments. So the second resource is career. The third one, family. You can speak about your parents if there is something interesting to speak about. Like one of my speeches, I spoke about my parents, one of them from Jordan and the other one from Egypt. And they have two different practices, two different understanding for single one word. And how do they deal with the life from two different perspectives? And how I, as their son, deal with these two different perspectives. So it was one of the interesting speeches that I delivered. Also, you can speak about your children, how you raise children, what are the challenges that you are facing, how did you solve it if you did. You can speak about your ancestors. You can speak about marriage, and a lot of speeches actually, but in the humorous side, they speak about marriage and their partner. So there is a lot that we can speak in the family domain that can enrich your speeches. The fourth source from your personal experience, which is education. You can speak about your achievements. You can speak about the interested topics that you studied. You can speak about the teachers that made a big impact on you. You can speak about recently I spoke about my master's journey, studying my master's and writing my thesis. So it was a journey that I shared with the people about it. So education is one of the resources for that, for selecting your topic. So here we can summarize that the first resource for selecting your topic is your personal experience, your interests, your hobbies, your work, your plans for retirement, career in general, your family, the traditions in your family, you can share it, your education. The second resource, which is the references materials. A lot of ideas you can find through internet or maybe in the bookstore. For example, in websites, you can find a lot of researches that you can summarize it and deliver it as a speech. Also books. One of the beautiful speeches that I really enjoy every time when I find a speaker is sharing his review about a book they read. So if you are like a bookworm and you like reading books, why don't you share your opinion and summarize a book that you read to your club members? And really, it's interesting speech when it comes to summarizing a book and maybe analyzing it and giving us your lessons learned from that book. The third one, which is magazines. Did you ever open Toastmasters magazine and choose a topic, then you spoke about it? Why not? The magazine is for free and it's for Toastmasters. Why don't you open the Toastmasters magazine, select a topic, select an article, and speak about it? Inject your personal stories, your personal experience within this topic. But in general, magazines have a lot of variety of articles, have a lot of humor interest stories. So magazines have a lot that you can use for selecting topics. Now, recently you will find that all of us are we are stick to our mobiles and social media. So did you think about speaking about trends, challenges that happens in TikTok, for example, or the trends happening worldwide? So the news and the trends are one of the resources that you can speak about. I'll give you like a minute of silence. This screen will be in front of you, and I need you to write like 2 to 3 topics in each section. Just one word. Interest, for example, drawing, reading, writing, career, architecture, green building, investment, family, mixed roots, for example, being single. That's I'm talking about myself. I'm thinking with you now. Okay, being single, Jordanian in Egypt. That's me. Education, masters, the journey of taking my masters, studying architecture. What else? 2 for me is enough. References, for example, websites. Al Jazeera News website for me is a resource for news and ongoing what's happening in the world. Books. One of the books the dysfunctions, the 5 dysfunctions of a team. And also there is the Men from Mars, Women from Venus, or the other way around. So please, you can just take this moment, write 2 to 3 ideas, words in each topic of them. When you finish, just put a thumb up so I can see that you did it. Okay, let's continue. Now, through my journey in Toastmasters, as I told you, I was thinking about topics and what should I write? What should I speak about next time? And believe me, I had very beautiful topics, very interesting ones, but I forgot them because I was thinking about them while I'm driving, while I'm cooking, or while I'm eating. But then after a while, and I'm starting to prepare my speech and trying to find a topic, I forgot all what I was thinking about. And what I found that I have to write them. You have to write it down, all the topics that comes to your mind at the same moment. So if you have you have a mobile, of course, and there is like a note application. So the moment that you have an idea, just write it in your mobile. And if you have the key points and all what is related to the topic, just write it. You may not use it this week or this month, but for sure you will use it in the future. I have in my mobile a note application, and I usually write there a lot of topics that I want to speak about. I don't know when, I don't know where, but still these are the topics like a bank for me for the future speeches. So if you like the applications, write it in applications or even in Notepad. It's not bad to write in a Notepad. Okay, so that's a tip to secure the topics that you were selecting. Now, one of the challenges that we face is how to filter the topic. We have a big, broad topic, architecture. I want to speak about green architecture. But here you need to know a lot of items and criteria that you can, based on it, you need to narrow down your topic. So that's the second section here. First of all, you need to know who are your audience or who is your audience. To whom are you talking to? Are you talking to a group of professionals and they have the same common background with you? Or you're talking to your club members that they may not have the same profession? Are you talking to youth or you're talking to adults? Are you talking to men only or are you talking to women? So having your audience and knowing their criteria, it will help you in selecting the suitable topic with the suitable points and stories. So a lot of items that you need, these are items that you need to consider while knowing your audience. How many are they? What's their age? Are they familiar with the project, the speech, or the subject that you will speak about? And also, if they have something common with you and with the topic that you want to speak about. So don't speak about nuclear bomb, okay, with the people, but who are they? The organizations that studying nuclear science. I forgot their name. So when you speak about something, you need to know who are your audience, and are you knowledgeable? Are you credible? That's the topic that we speak about later. To speak about it. If they are not sharing you with the same background, what will you do? Will you simplify your topic, or you will change your topic? That's why it's important to know your audience. The second criteria to help you in narrowing your selection is to know the occasion that you are speaking about, speaking in. Let's say that, and actually that's very important when you are invited to speak in different place, like a keynote in an installation ceremony or an annual ceremony for some organizations. So here you need to ask some questions to our organizers. What is the theme of the meeting? So you can elaborate more about it through your speech, and that can be your topic. Or even when are you scheduled to speak? Is it at the beginning, at the near the end, in the middle of the program? It's very important to know when you will speak, because it will impact on your length of your topic. Is it long? Is it short? Is it before another keynote speaker, or before the president of the organization, or after? Because it will impact on the stories that you can use. And also, what is expected from you after the speech? Is it like, there is one club that invited me to speak, and they told me, we need you by the end of your speech to let the people renew their club membership. I was not club group director, but that's their objective. They need a speaker who can convince the Toastmasters club members to renew their membership. So my topic was the value of membership. And the third element, or third criteria that can help you, is your abilities. So are you very interested in that topic or not? Or it just you are forced, or you're forcing yourself to speak about it? Are you knowledgeable or not? I cannot speak about, let's say, structural engineer. I'm an architect. I cannot speak about it. They will not see me credible to speak about this topic and believe me in it. So and I cannot, of course, speak about medicine and surgeries. I will leave it for TTM says, for example. She have this field. She can speak about it. But for me, I cannot. So I have to choose something that relates to my experience, relate to my life and my profession.
Bring down.
And that's the third question. Are you an authority in the topic, on the knowledge that you are speaking about? You have to consider that while selecting your topic. And you have to be specific. That's another criteria in narrowing your audience and narrowing your selection. So you have to know your topic, your time allotted. Is it 20 minutes or 30 minutes? Is the topic specific enough for that time or not? And the sub points are very important. Is it related really to the topic? It will help the topic that you choose. So it's not only about the topic, plus selecting the topic, you have to think about what are the sub points that you will use. Is it a story, evidence, facts, statistics? Are they related and they will add a value to the speech? And the most important hard point when we mentor people, or even for us as speakers, what will you cut from the body of the speech? Because when you write it all with all the points that you want to say, you will find that it's like 20-minute speech while you have 7 minutes only. So here you need to filter and cut off from your speech some stories or evidences or numbers, figures, whatever, or even a full point just to fit it. And here you need a lot of practice and a lot of flexibility that you can give away and take out a point that you just wrote just for the time sake. So my fellow Toastmasters, I think by now, I hope that you have wrote some topics and you know the techniques of narrowing your audience or your selection by knowing your audience, by knowing what is the occasion that you're speaking in. Is it Toastmasters Club or not? Knowing what is your or what are your abilities as a person. And do you have this enthusiasm and interest in speaking about a topic? And are you knowledgeable enough about it? Are you authority and credible speaker? And also be specific for the time, what exactly you want to speak about and how to select the points that will fit for your topic and for the time given to you. This is the first step for having an effective speech, by selecting a topic that fits to your speech objectives and fits to your audience, which is the most important thing. Now let's open for questions for a few minutes, then we will move to the second speaker, Toastmaster Cecile, to speak about the organizing your speech. Okay, so let's move on with DTM Cecile. I think all of you know DTM Cecile. For who doesn't know DTM Cecile, I think our friends from Comsofil. She is past president of the club, past VP Education, current VP Public Relations of Toast of Comsofil. They call her the Iron Woman in Toastmasters fraternity in Riyadh and in the district and the Eastern Province. She is an influential leader. So let's listen to her now while she is a great mentor, by the way. She is the mentor of a lot of champions in our club. So let's now grab this opportunity to be mentored by Toastmaster Cecile Layanos.
Thank you so much, DTM Summer. Good evening to everyone.
Good
Did you
evening.
learn,
Good evening.
did you learn something from the first session,
Yes.
selecting your topic? Great, because the next topic will be, you will learn how to organize your speech. So let me share with you my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, DTM.
Yes.
Okay. So my assigned topic is how to organize your speech. When I started my journey in Toastmasters, it was 2015. Then our manual before is competent, competency, and now we have pathways. So in competent communicator, it says there, project number 2, organizing your speech. In pathways, level 1, project number 2, writing your speech with a purpose. So let's move on. Okay, there are different methods on how are you going to write your speech. The first method is organizational method. So the first one, tell them what you are going to tell them. So what does it mean? It means your introductions to your speech. So let's say, for example, your topic is about your high school life. So your introduction can be, it's supposed to be captivated to the audience. Usually, introduction should be like 2 minutes, but for me, when I do my speech, usually it's 1 minute to 2 minutes. Okay, for example, the topic is high school life. Your introduction could be like high school life is the most memorable stage in our school life. So, did you enjoy your high school life? So this is a good introduction because you are captivating the audience. Plus, your audience, we know that what you are talking about is about your high school life. Next, tell them. Tell them means it's the body of your speech. Okay, so now you will have different topics or messages in your body, but my advice usually when I mentored is concentrate on one message or one point so that the remaining subject can be used for another speech. And the last one is tell them what you've told. So it means your conclusion. So let's, again, my example from the beginning is high school life. Then you summarize what you learned, what you enjoy about your high school life, your challenges, and then you can give a call to action. So fellow Toastmasters, did you enjoy your high school life? Would you share it to your kids about your high school life? So that's the example. So the most important thing is you know how to organize your speech. The second method is outline your speech. But before I go there, I remember, as I mentioned earlier, during my time, there is competent communicator, and now it's writing your speech. Writing your speech with a purpose, project number 2. Who among you finished number 2? Project, writing your speech. Because there is a similarity between the old manual and the new manual. So in your body, we got confused also. I saw a lot of speakers that sometimes the body of the speech, it's not organized. So how are we going to organize that body of the speech? So there are different structure. Let's say first is the chronological, which is very common, especially when we are delivering our icebreaker, because it's the sequence of the events. Like for example, usually they started on the time that you were born, okay? So your childhood. Then again, during your teenage, and then until you become an adult or enjoy or engage in different sports. So this is the body of this is the chronological order. How about topical? The topical structure is when you have a topics and you have subtopics. Like for example, your topic is about travel. So your subtopics is about, it can be like whether when you found during your travel the beautiful people, okay, their food, their culture. So those are the subtopics that you can incorporate in your body of the speech. The third one is spatial. When you say special, it could be like, for example, again, it's the travel. This is geography or physical structure of the topic. Like, for example, if you remember, if you finished your project 2 in level 1, one of the examples that was given is the Germany. Okay, so from south of Alps to the north part to reach to the Baltic Sea. So this is spatial, the geography of Germany. So it was really important that you know when your topic is travel and you want to share one point or one country or one state, one city to another city so that you will have a smooth transition. The other method is causal. Okay, so causal, it means simply cause and effect. Like for example, so you can be like, if your topic is about crime, okay, what will be the effect of crime? It can be like because of drugs or The crime is the effect and the cause is the drugs. So all those things, because of all those drugs that you shared, all those drug addicts, now what will happen? There will be an increase in crimes. Okay, so that is causal. How about the other structure, which is comparative? So you are describing two or more objects, okay, with similar or different attributes. If your topic is about you want to lose weight, you can compare, how did you reduce weight versus when you gained weight. So what is your experience? Now, problem and solution. So it's supposed to be like arranged in a particular sequence. Like, for example, when you're, as I mentioned, when your topic is about weight loss, okay? So you will have all the problems, all the issues that you have. And then you will also mention the solutions. Usually I mention it to my mentor, like, check what are your challenges, and then how did you overcome those challenges. So it's problem solution. The other one that I usually give to my mentor is the particular, general, particular. And even when I am a judge, I analyze the body of the speech of the speaker. So particular, general, particular, it simply says that whatever is your introduction, supposed to be, it is related to your message or to your conclusion. Because I saw a lot of speeches, there's no relation between the introduction and the conclusion. And even sometimes, even the message, you did not get the message. So for us, we need to be clear what also the message that we want to give to the audience so that they will always remember us. Okay. Now, another method when you are outlining your speech is the simple, develop an outline. This is a very common that we are usually doing right now because of pathways. Okay. So when you have, it's the same thing. You have the introduction, you have the body. With the body, you just put the main topic and then the subtopic or the subpoints, main ideas. And then supporting materials, it can be like statistics. It can be something like research. And then conclusion. So when you are outlining your speech, it is very important to write it down. Okay? So filling in the outline. So first, list all the key points. Remember what DTM Summer mentioned earlier? Get a piece of paper, a pen, or you have your mobile. Just put everything, that comes to your mind. Okay? Just put everything. When you are writing the speech, just put everything. It doesn't matter. Whatever ideas that comes to your mind, just put it down. Then later on, arrange them in order. Okay? You just expand which point should come first. Okay? And then through that outline, you can develop an introduction and a closure or conclusion. So this page in Pathways, this is around 4 to 7 pages on how you outline. Usually when I mentor also, I request, usually I ask, where is your speech outline worksheet? So I can check, the structure of the speech, whether is it in a sequence, because it is very important, especially when you are on the contest, okay, when you are invited to be a keynote speaker. It's very important that your speech is in chronological order, or it's arranged first. You are not jumping from one point to another point. Now, did you hear about the mind mapping? So mind mapping is when there is like something on your mind, like diagram, on how are you going to mention your topic in a speech. So usually what I found in the mind mapping, usually it's a seasoned Toastmasters. They are not prepared to deliver a speech, but when they call them, okay, sometimes they will say, oh, usually it's the leadership. Oh, the district director of District 79 is here. he or she can deliver a speech. So usually it goes to our mind right now. And for me, when I was just called, or when they called me in the stage, I will always look on the theme. How am I going to relate the theme to the occasion? Okay, and it was mentioned also earlier by DTM Summer that when you are a speaker, you need to find the occasion. Is there anything for the occasion? Because you can find a good speech, impromptu speech, when you know about the theme of the occasion. Okay, so now you have the main topic. Okay, this is a step 1 in the mind mapping. So you have the main topic. Okay, you learned about the formula of tell them, which is the organizational method, and then develop the main idea first. Okay, as I've said, whatever ideas that comes to your mind, just write it down. And the third one is outline your speech. Now let's go to step 2, which is outlining your speech. Okay, so first is your introduction. Just always remember, when you are doing your introduction of the speech, you engage the audience. Because the moment that from the introduction you engage the audience, up to the end, your audience will be engaged. Okay? But when you engage in the introduction and then suddenly your speech is like more of the description, there is no supporting documents about what you are saying, you will lose the attention of your audience. Okay, then the next one is your body. As I've mentioned, just follow whatever the organizational structure that you are comfortable to use, chronological, topical, spatial, problem solution, so it's up to you. And the third one is the conclusion. The conclusion and call to action, this gives a very good impact to your audience. They will never forget you the moment that you delivered a good speech. Okay, now, so keep your map orderly. Again, use separate paper to record your materials. Use asterisk, numbers, or color coding. Usually for me, I just use the numbering. This one first, this is my second body, this is my third body. Okay, are you familiar with the speech of Muhammad Al-Qahtani, our very own Muhammad Al-Qahtani? Do you remember the title of the speech? Maybe it's only a few of us who remember. He is
Power
the
of the
world
word.
champion. Yes, he is the world champion in 2015. Okay, and there is another one, Dhananjaya. Okay, he is also the world champion in 2014. I chose these two because every time that I watch their speech, my attention was captivated with their introduction, and then the body and the conclusion. So Muhammad Al-Qahtani and Dhananjaya, I cannot forget them. See, if you see, by the facial expression of Muhammad Al-Qahtani, you know already, like his introduction, you know, all the attention of the audience, they knew that it's about smoking. But his introduction is like anecdote. So if you are going to attend with all this session, you will learn also how to create your beginning speech. So how to create a captivating introduction. You will learn it as you go along. And that's the same thing with Dhananjaya, because he used a rose for his introduction. And then all of these are really like captivating and very interesting when it comes to body, because the body, there's a twist. So if you listen to their speech, watch in YouTube, you can find that there is a twist in their speech, and you will learn a lesson from them. Now, how do we do our icebreaker? Because the first speech in our project is always an icebreaker. Okay, so I'll give you a speech outline for this. Your topic is, it's all about you. And this is also our objective for the people to know, or your audience to know you better, to know you, because you are just a new member. We don't know you. So, and we want you to fill the stage so that you can also practice on how are you going to captivate the audience, how are you going to share the stories. So we are testing the level of your confidence when you are delivering your icebreaker speech. So the opening, again, this is what I mentioned, it's supposed to be captivating. So when the audience are interested about yourself, what will be your good opening? Supposed to be, sometimes the most common is a question. Okay, so if you are going to talk about yourself, so what question is really important to ask to the audience so that they can relate on your personality. Next, from that story on your body, so it leads to the audience to know you better. It can be your hobbies, okay, like your interest, what DTM Summer mentioned, okay. It can be your career, your education, everything, okay. So, but the purpose is for the people to know you better. And then the body. So again, it's supposed to be chronological sequence. The points of interest about you will have a smooth transitions. The body, when you are clear with your delivery, with your message, even the body language, the stage management, it follows. Okay? You don't need to fake yourself when you are on the stage because your purpose is, again, you can inspire the audience, you can motivate your audience through your speech. And then the last part is conclusion. I've mentioned it earlier that you should give a very memorable statement to your audience so that your audience will always remember you. Okay, so right now, what I want you to do is get a piece of paper, okay, and then speech outline, like what I did, the example. Select your topic, any topic, give the objective. It can be to motivate your audience, to inspire your audience, to make your audience laugh. Okay, so whatever is the purpose, to give information to your audience, please write your objective. Opening, how are you going to put your opening? The body, what I like in the body is not the whole body of your speech. What will be your main point regarding your topic? What will be your supporting point or subtopic in the body? And what will be your conclusion? So I'm giving you 5 minutes. I will put the timer. Once you are done, okay, please raise your hand and I will call you to present your sheet for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay? So the time starts now. 5 minutes. If you did not raise your hand, then I will call your name. So please prepare.
Just to clarify that we don't expect the speech itself. It's only
Yes.
the outline of it, the main ideas.
Just raise your hand if you are ready or someone finished already. Because you learned from DTM Summer, select the topic. So it's a test. Anyone who's ready? Toastmaster Hans, Toastmaster Takudzwa, Toastmaster Mukhtar.
Hello, DTM says.
Yes, are you ready?
Let me just finish something. It's quite dark here in my place because a while ago the electricity, the lamp busted.
Are you ready? You have a
Okay,
speech.
I'll just go somewhere where there is, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would just like to share the topic I selected. The
Okay.
topic I selected is about, of course, everybody knows about this, losing weight. Okay, so the objective is to inspire myself and to inspire the audience. So opening will be asking the audience who have tried losing weight, have they succeeded, have they not? Then I will collect it to the body, wherein I will talk about the struggles, my personal struggles of losing weight, how I underwent the diet I did, the exercise, the routines, and other things. But I will highlight here the highs and the lows. And before concluding, the realizations I have learned along the highs and lows of along the struggles of losing weight. Then the conclusion is a call to action, a call that results do not happen in an instance, and that everybody is and and that we are all a work in progress, be that in losing weight or in whatever things we do in life, be it in Toastmasters, in education, at work. Like there is always hope, if even if you don't get the results in an instant. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hans. So it's about losing weight. So the objective is for him to inspire himself and his audience. Okay, so the opening is of course a question mark, which is always the one that we usually do. The easy way for the introduction is question. Okay, because the audience of course will answer yes or no or whatever. So again, it's a point because you engage your audience, and the body is his challenge and his successful story about losing weight. And then the conclusions of there is always a hope and work in progress. Who else? Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hans. For Senna. Okay, let me hear from you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
I am Farsina, a VP Finance of Comsofil International Riyadh. Okay. My topic for tonight is about how to take care of the skin. Okay. How to take care of the skin. Skin is the one of the most sensitive part of our body. Every exposure will affect our skin, like exposing direct sunlight, lights inside our house, or our lights in our inside our house or in our workplace. Everything will affect our skin. That is why we need to use sunblock or moisturizer cream to protect our skin. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you so much. What what an interesting topic. So how to take care of your skin? So it's a
Yeah.
cause and effect.
I was putting the creams in my face, so I was thinking like, okay, I will write because of the skin protection.
So can you imagine? Yeah, can you imagine you're just doing it and then you already like a speech for that. So thank you so much for sharing. Anyone else?
Thank you so much.
With that, DTM Summer, I think I'm
Hello.
done with the session. Yes. Anyone?
Yes, Ali.
Toastmaster Fakat?
Can I talk? Can I talk also?
Yeah, sure.
My topic was that how to be fluent in English language.
Wow, okay.
The objective is that we are living not in our country but out of country. So everyone should living overseas should have a complete grasp of English language. And because during your lifetime or your career, you miss so many opportunities that you sometimes cannot speak English in a very good way or in a professional way, especially during meetings or presentations. So what we can do to improve our English language, what sort of activities we should be engaged, and what how we should assess ourselves that we are having weaknesses in improving or having fluency in speaking English language. So I think my conclusion would be that if you want to succeed, it is one of the must that we must know how to speak English in a good way.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rafakat. It's another interesting topic. How to speak English fluently. You know, Toastmaster Rafakat, you can use it in your speech number 3, I think. You know, the vocal variety number 4, vocal variety, body language, or something. It can be a humorous speech, you know. So it's really a good. So now you can start. You can start. You have already your topic. Okay, you have your introduction, you have outline. What are the things that you can improve to do to improve your English, your activity, and then how to assess yourself. So these are the body of your speech. You can do all this outline. And then you have also like conclusion. So thank you so much for sharing. Now we have another 2 speakers. Can I start first with the lady and then Toastmaster Mukhtar? Toastmaster Ruwa.
Good evening, everybody. How are you?
Good. I'm okay.
Great. Well, for me, my topic is traveling alone for the first time. The objectives will be sharing my feelings of how it felt to be alone for the first time. The opening, it's gonna be sharing my personal experience, like telling the story. It's like about storytelling. Then the body would be what happened to me while I was alone. And the conclusion, it would be a lesson learned from this journey that I have been through. I'm not sure if it's the right way, but this is what I have in mind.
Thank you so much. Again, see,
Sure.
you have already like your idea or your topic. Okay, traveling alone. And then your
Yes.
opening, okay? The opening, you can check, like, for example, which country did you go? Like, for example, if it
Okay.
is Egypt,
Sure.
okay,
Yeah.
you can ask a question or you can describe a place, you know,
Correct. Yes,
like, for
good.
example, the pyramid. And then your body is your experience of traveling alone. Then your subpoints are the beautiful sceneries, the beautiful different places, okay, the food, the people, those are the subpoints. And then conclusions, it can be your lessons learned, and call to actions, it can be like, you know, persuading the people if they can go also to the place that you visited. So it can be like that. I have Toastmaster Star.
Thank you so much.
Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters. Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Mukhtar.
Yeah. My topic will be about my interest. Let's say about basketball. The title actually is something like "I love this game." Then my objective is to let everyone enjoy the hobby that they love. Then my opening is I'll be asking the audience something like what is their hobby. Either it might be cooking, dancing, or playing. And then the body, I'll be talking from the beginning that my younger age, when I was playing, and then eventually getting older, become to the coaching, and still it's in the lab of basketball. Then I'll be telling them also about the experience of watching the big game, and then and it will be not forgotten until even going home, something like that. And then the conclusion, it is something like I'm going to tell the audience like a hobby teaches us good discipline by avoiding bad habits to keep us healthy and always in shape. Yeah, something like that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mukhtar. So again, you have a topic, an interest, a hobby, basketball. Okay. Next is Toastmaster Ali. I think it's the
Yeah,
next.
good evening, everyone. This is
Good
Ali
evening.
Zaidi, first time on this platform. And I have chosen a topic, dear Miss Roa, Toastmaster Roa. She just mentioned about lesson learned. So that exactly is the name of my topic, which is the lesson learned the hard way. So that is the title. And the objective, of course, is to understand the importance of lifelong lessons from setbacks. So that is the objective. Opening, I am thinking to use either statistics or a question which says, have you ever failed in your exams? So, either of the two, which I will pick. And the body, of course, it includes all my failures in my life in different phases, and trying to get make something out of those failures. And the conclusion will be, of course, the learning is a natural process, but these setbacks actually, it amplifies the learning speed, the speed of learning. So how you can, have a great impact, these setbacks on your learning. So that will be the conclusion. So,
Wow, that's
thank
a
you.
great topic too. That's a great topic to see. All of you, you can really create a very good speech when you outline and organize your speech. Just select the topic and organize, outline all those ideas. And then in 5 to 7 minutes, you can create such a beautiful speech. So I think DTM Summer, I'm done. So just remember, we are just human. We can forget things. So like what DTM Summer said, write it down. So thank you so much, and back to you, DTM Summer.
Thank you so much, DTM Cecil, for this interactive and beautiful and rich session. And I liked the inputs of our attendance today, and that we saw some speeches are like start to show up and being born today. We can call it, this is the birthday of the speech of yourself. Thank you, DTM says. My fellow friends, now we will end our session. Our coming session will be on Friday during Toast of Comseville Toastmasters Club meeting at 2 p.m., where Toastmaster Hans will be our trainer, and he will speak about preparation and practicing, which is very essential for a speaker to deliver an efficient and impactful speech. So please don't miss this education session. And lastly, before you leave, I will appreciate if you can click the link that I sent in the chat box so you can register or just fill the information for the attendance sheet so we can communicate further after the bootcamp and also keep inviting you to our Toastmasters meetings. Also, a very important section in the form, which is your feedback. So please write your feedback about this session. What did you like? What you didn't like, so we can keep improving our sessions in this bootcamp. And before we end, we would like to leave the mic now for you to give us your feedback, if you would like to do so. Are you eating kunafa? Who eats kunafa in
I would like
Ramadan?
to say something.
Rafakat, yes, please.
I think this boot camp is very beneficial for us, especially today's session. The thing is that the tips which are given looks very easy. The only thing is that how to apply them, how to use them. Otherwise, everything seems very easy. Maybe I think that we need to practice a lot. Only practicing will give us the confidence to do bigger tasks also, or to do some speeches which looks better, because maybe every previous speech will add some benefits to the, or some improvement in the next speech. So I think that only bootcamp will not help us only. We need to start speaking us.
Thank you. Really, that's a very valuable comment, Toastmaster Rafakat, that it's not only watching workshops will make us speakers, but putting ourselves in practice. Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Rafakat. Yes, Surab, Mr. Madam. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
Mr. Surab.
Good evening.
Good
So
evening, sir.
actually, I became late in joining the session. So I could listen to that audience attending that introduction, body, conclusion. I just wanted to ask, will the recording be shared?
Yeah, I'll check the recording. If it is well recorded, I will upload it in YouTube and share it. But please fill the form that I sent so we can find your email and send you the recording. That's
Yes, I filled
that's
the
nice,
form.
actually, suggestion, Surabat, that I will send the recording every time to the emails that we have, so no one can miss a session. Thanks a lot. And prepare a
nice
speech,
session.
because we are expecting now, after the bootcamp finish, everyone comes to Toast of Komsufil and deliver his or her speech in front of Toast of Komsufil. And we will help. We'll try our best to help you in having the beautiful speech that you'll be proud of. So Rabah, from which club are you? Or are you a Toastmaster?
Yes. Yeah, I'm a Toastmasters. I'm from that club, Infosys Pune Toastmasters Club from District 125.
Ah, this is 125. Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. We are so happy to have you here.
Yes, thank you. Sure.
So Mr. Ali, I don't know if you're a Toastmaster, Mr. Ali.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, I'm not yet, but soon I will be a Toastmaster. Hopefully, very soon. But I am aware of this initiative way back from 2008, if I can recall correctly. That was the first time when I attended my first Toastmasters meeting. But anyways, but due to many reasons, I could not join the any club till now. But I am actively participating in every activity, every opportunity where Toastmasters are meeting here in Saudi. So just wanted to first thank you for this bootcamp. I have one word to say. that
Mhm.
is, short and sweet. So you have summarized all these basic things. For example, how to select a topic, how to organize your speech, the very, very important things. As one of our colleagues said, that it's something looks very simple, but when it comes to applying these things and using these things, it really become a hell of a task. So, and then of course these mind maps or these short reminders help you, on do's and don'ts about these
Yes.
aspects. I have a small question, because since I am pretty new, or by resuming my journey in Toastmasters. When I was in Toastmasters, so again it was like there were two tracks, competent
Yes.
communicator and competent leader at that time. But I understand that now they are very pathways, and they are so much have changed.
Yes.
But anyways, I have got a cheat sheet about that. I will learn about these pathways, soon. But my question here is, these boot camps, is it a what is offered by District 79? I am in Saudi, in Khobar, so this is again District 79, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes. We are
Okay.
from District 79, but this bootcamp is offered by Toast of Comseville, TOC,
Okay. What
Toastmasters
is this?
Club.
It's a club. It's a club.
It's a club, yeah. It's
It's a
club
name.
based in Riyadh.
Okay, it's a name of a club, and
Yeah.
this is an initiative by that club
Yes.
to offer this boot camp. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
our
Okay.
main goal, actually, the goal is that TOC have a lot of experienced Toastmasters, champions who won contests. Like recently,
Mhm.
last year, Toastmaster Hans, he won the district humorous speech contest, which is the national level. District 79. So he won that award. And from last week, we have two speakers, Toastmaster Mukhtar and Toastmaster Hans. They've been qualified to the final round of the contest in the district level from the same club.
Okay.
Plus that we
Okay.
have
The
DTM Cecile, that she have an experience in public speaking and mentoring contestants and in leadership. So we said that why don't we offer this boot camp to our new members and to the members of all Toastmasters all over the world. They can learn from those champions how to craft their first speech or a speech that they want to write for the sake of information sharing, knowledge, and sharing information.
Okay. Good, good, good. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, especially those who have, presented.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thanks all. Thanks. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Roger. Mr. Roger, you're the club, the Comseville president.
Thank you and good evening, DTN Summer, and to all of the Toastmaster Toast of Comseville leaders, and of course to my colleague. I think I have here with us Ma'am Farsina from the Comseville director, and I would like to thank all of you. Actually, this is my first time to join this boot camp. I wasn't able to join last time. And this topic that I have joined today are very interesting, and I am so proud that my fellow director was able to impart his topics for tonight on this information or guiding information that you have shared with us. I hope next time I will be able also to share a topic of my own. I'm looking forward to that. So I hope soon I can join.
Yes.
So again, thank you so much for having us here with you in
Thank
this
you. And
podcast.
hopefully we can see all Comseville board of directors and members to join us because we'll be happy to see them delivering their speeches, sharing their knowledge, experience, like Ma'am Farsina, she did today. In a very simple way, she shared something, a new topic actually that we didn't hear about in Toastmasters. And we'll be very excited to know how to improve this kind of skin in our face.
Thank you
Thanks
so
a
much.
lot. Thanks, Mr. Roger, for your being present with us, and we're looking forward to be with us all the time in TOS of Group Sophie. And by that, I thank you and conclude this session. See you this Friday. Bye.
See you.
Thank you.